I've got a new chuck to go on the lathe. It's a C5 collet chuck. That's a C5 collet, quite an old fashioned idea. They were very, very popular at one time. The collet simply fits into there. There's a rotating slot there. Then it pulls in onto that taper. How it does that, inside of there is a thread. You turn that, the thread turns, and that pulls the collet. That pulls the collet down into the job, and the collet crushes and closes onto whatever you've got in there. These haven't got anywhere near the squeezing range or the gripping range or the amount of travel that AR series has. But it's a nice little chuck. I got it at a very sensible price. I haven't got any C5 collets, but they are readily available. So I'm going to mount this onto the lathe. I've got a spare catch plate that I need for a back plate for it. It simply mounts on the 3 front holes. It appears to be quite nicely made, nicely finished off. All the bolts have got 8.8 stamped on, all high tensile bolts. So that's the face it drives on, that's the register it fits onto. Nicely ground in there. That's obviously where the taper goes onto that taper there. That's the important bit. This is the catch plate I'm going to use as a back plate. These don't come up very often. Whenever they do come up cheap on eBay, I always buy them just to use as back plates. It seems to have been looked after. There's no nasty marks in there. It's very, very fine, wet and dry, just to take any surface rust off, any little marks. There's nothing nasty going on in there. Right, I'll put a clock on there and see how good that is. It should be more or less perfect. Right. Couple of thou. This one's clean up as well. These are normally machined on the lathe to get it perfectly true. Right, this back plate's cast iron. I absolutely hate machining cast iron, it's so messy. Just going to lock the cross slide off and take one face and cut and then machine the register. good finish for cast iron, really good. There's a lot to come off the diamond. I will take some of that off now. Yeah, it's getting near now. We'll leave it at that and I'll finish it off once I get the chuck bolted onto it. Now we need to put the register in. Then I've got the caliper set on the big side. And then once we get some material out of it, we can finish it off to size. Right, we need 3mm off that, 1.5 a side to make it a nice fit on there. I don't want to make it an exceptionally tight fit. I want a little bit of room so I can shuffle it around and line it up perfectly. Absolutely dead on there. I'll leave it at that. And if I need to, I can take a little bit more off, which just goes on nice. Just going to break that little edge there. Bastard! The bolts have supplied at 8mm, and that's an 8.5mm transfer punch in there, so we can adjust this in both axes until we get that nicely down the middle, which is basically there. Drill and tap that 8mm, put that one bolt in, turn it around, do the other two, and then we'll go about setting it up. M8 by 125 needs a 6.8mm drill, which is what that is. Beautiful soft cast iron, this machine's really nicely. Right, that's the first one. Right, one more, and that's the job more or less done. Right, I've got it mounted back on the lathe. We've got 3 thou run out. So we'll loosen these bolts off and see if we can get it absolutely spot on. There should be enough movement on the register just to allow us to get that little bit. Right, so we'll simply find the high part, which is there. We're going the wrong way, John. Lock it up with that. Yeah, so that's floating around about half a thou with that. I've only got the one collet, so I'll put the one collet in and see how accurate the actual collet is. It's a 10mm collet, and I've got a 10mm dowel pin there, which should be pretty good. I would imagine it is ground. Right, let's see what we've got on this. Same half a thou. So that's running. Get it down on the centre height. Right, so that's basically nothing. Half a thou isn't a great lot. Not even that. I just need to machine this off now and take a nice radius on the back of there, and that's the job done. That's one of the only problems, having that piece out of there where the drive dog went. It's not going to affect the balance to that degree, but it'd be better if it wasn't there. And I've got a boring tool in here, we're upside down, so I should be able to use a compound slate to put a nice taper on the back of there. That's better. All I'm going to do now is break the chuck off its taper, put it back on again, just to make sure that we've got repeatability. Certainly looks good. Right, this is the lathe running it. It's full speed, 2000. Which I don't use very often. Easy that. That's the 1000, that's normally what I run at. I'm going to set the collets up, then it's one more little piece of equipment we've got. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always a massive thanks for all the well wishes that keep coming in. Anyway, thanks for watching.